where you can find Zaria's Creations on social media. I first want to say thank you to my new subscribers, and I would like to invite you, if you're not already a subscriber, to click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be the first to know when there's a new video posted to this channel. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a DIY for my A5 planner. I'll be using these tools right here. This is a tab punch from We Are Memory Keepers, and I will be using this paper trimmer. That's from Fiskars, as well as some decorative paper, which I've taken out of a paper pack. And then we'll be using some other things, and I'll show you as we go along the way. But first, let's take a look. So I did do one dashboard in my planner. I think it's super duper cute. I love it. And on the left hand side, you see some things that I put in my planner. We'll go over that in a bit. But these are just two regular sheets of decorative paper, not cardstock, from LOL, and I glued them together, but I put a piece of cardstock in the middle, and then I added that clear pocket where I can put something in it. I kind of really just thought about putting something in it, so let's get that cut down and we will stuff that back in. I'm going to use my corner rounder, which I'll leave a link down below if you want to purchase your own. I am clipping them at a 1/2 inch. There's two sides, there's a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. So I'm using the 1/2 inch for this, and I'm just going to put it in there just for a little motivation of a happy moment. And then later on down the line, I'll stick some other stuff in there as well. This is just some polka dot acetate. I just cut it down to size and I slipped it in there. The one thing I like about this acetate, so it's white polka dot, but when I lay it up against the second cover, which is the Faith Hope, at the bottom it kind of looks pink, which matches the top. And so I just thought that was super cute, and I'm just gonna leave it there. Has no real purpose, just for decor. Then this here sheet is just a calendar sheet that came, a calendar divider that came with the A5 planner, the original planner. Then on the left side, I just used some extra paper and just pinned it down. I thought it was cute. It's not laminated. And then I had some extra acetate from the polka dot. I threw that in a pocket just to cover a thank you card, which I normally put in my products when I'm packing my products up that people have purchased from my Etsy shop. And I haven't quite thought what I'm going to put in those pockets as of yet, but I'll find something as we go along. But so far, I just love looking at that dashboard. All right, so let's get started with making another dashboard for this awesome planner. And excuse my arm. You'll see my arm throughout the video. Sorry, guys. So the first thing I did was I took a dashboard. This was one of the original dashboards in the planner. And I'm going to measure it out on a piece of cardstock paper so that I can cut it down to size. Now, if you notice, I have the tab side on the outside of the paper because I want to get the exact measurement of the dashboard, because I'm going to create my own tab that's going there. So I just want to line it up evenly, and I'll use a marker since I am going to take the same sheet and do a second cut and flip it over, so we won't see that black and white there. And I know you guys probably couldn't see that red gel pen line on there, but I'm just going to cut along the line that I made, and then I'll take the second sheet and then I'll just match it up, and then I'll cut that as well. is super cute, isn't it? I just love this paper. I actually purchased this paper to make a micro traveler's notebook, but then I decided to put it into my dashboard because I thought it actually matched my previous dashboard. So I'm going to cut out another piece so that I can glue them together, and then I will laminate it. Well, after I make my actual divider dot. I forgot I was going to laminate this paper, so I just cut a little extra off, just a little over 1/4 inch, so that I can have the same amount of space once I laminate it. And as you can see here, it fits, and that's a good fit. I'm glad that the other divider is bigger because, again, I'm going to laminate it and I'll just even it out once I cut it down. So now I am just going to play with this scrap piece of paper and the tab button to see if I can get some good tabs out of this. Now, one thing I do notice about the tab button that I do not like is I feel that the cutter is upside down and it does not allow me to do a continuous double-sided punch at one time. So I actually have to cut 2 pieces and glue them together. So I was trying to figure out in the beginning how I could eliminate that process, but it didn't work. So let's see. So before I glue both sides together, I'm just measuring out how it looks in my planner. Hopefully I'll be able to see the tab from the top. If not, I will probably just make another one. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to fit. Well, not at least for the sheets that are back here, which I purchased from Recollections. They're kind of big. I cut them down as much as possible, but I don't think that's going to work for me. So I'm still going to finish with the dashboard. I'll probably use it in another area of the planner and not to cover these pages right here. All right, so let me get my glue and we'll get started gluing them together. If it wasn't for the fact that the pages on the back were super big, this would actually work with these tabs. But since they don't, I am going to create another tab to go with this. And what I did find out is when I purchased this, there were some clear labels that it was supposed to go in, but I don't know where I put them. Not at all. They're somewhere in my stash of things. But yeah, so just sitting here playing with them isn't going to do me much good until I find the clear plastic that they're going to go into anyway. Even though I am going to laminate it, I guess I would have been okay, but Yeah, just fighting within myself, but later on came to find out I should have just kept going with the tab and not moved on to the circle. So here's my circle punch, guys, and I'm just going to squeeze out two little circles and glue them to the dashboard and then laminate it, and then I should be done with this, and it should be high enough for me to see over the top because I wanted top tabs for the extra papers that I'm actually sliding into the planner. So here I am just trying to figure out where I'm going to place this one marker. The circle is a little too big for my liking, but I don't have a smaller one. Well, I do have a smaller one, but it's actually, I think it's too small. So I think I'll just do a middle placement here. I don't even know how many I am going to put in the planner. I do have some pages that I want to create and put in here. So I may just make some where the tab is on the left or the right of this so that I can continually use it such. And here I noticed I put my circle too big. I probably should have dropped it some, or too high. Probably should have dropped it some, but oh well, I'm almost done with it. And then after this, I am just going to put some holes in it. I actually have a hole punch, a 5-hole punch for a 5. And if you need one of those, I'll leave a link in the description bar down below where you'll be able to order your own. All right, and so now we're ready to laminate our dashboard. So I am going to grab a 3mm laminate paper that I purchased from Scotch and just place it in here really good. Well, that's too big, so I have to turn it the other way. And I'm going to take this slip of extra paper and throw it in there just so that I'm not wasting laminate paper. I can't tell you guys how much laminate I waste. It should be a crime. So since I just have this extra sheet from the previous dashboard, I'll just be adding that in there as well. All right, now it is time to trim down our laminate. We are getting close to the end, guys. I love this paper trimmer because it has a little cheat sheet marker. But because it's so clear, it's kind of hard to make sure you get all the trimmings out. So, sorry you guys had to watch me do that part. But it has a little wire in the cutter section so you know exactly where you're cutting. And I love that part about this machine. And I'll leave a link in the description bar down below if you want to purchase your own Fiskars paper trimmer. Since there is no paper trimmer that goes around the edges, I'm just gonna what they call fussy cut around it. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not good with this fussy cut, and then that just means cutting close to the edge but leaving like a little border around it. Alright, so that was the best I can do with it, y'all. I'll need a little bit more practice with this, but I like it, especially with the typewriters. I used to always write, or I'm actually always on the computer, so I definitely like the paper, and I think it matches. So now I can put it in my notebook, and I'm going to find some more paper that matches so that I can add some more pages to my planner. Let me know what you think in the comments. Alright, so here I notice it does not cover those back pages even though I cut them down. So I'm definitely going to have to make another dashboard so that I can cover that up, because that will annoy me and I really don't want to see it on the side, although I do want to keep those pages, especially since I pay for them. Plus I find them to be very resourceful, so I'll just make a couple more and then I may do a flip through later on my IG page, so make sure you're following me on Instagram. So here are some of the pages from the previous planner that were left blank. I'm going to add them into this planner because I am actually going to plan to use them. And then I'll make some more dashboards, probably to separate these because there are different topics and subjects in here. And that's just the dashboard from the last planner, but that will get replaced as we go along. I'll save it for when I want to go back to that actual theme, but so far so good. I like how it sticks up at the top of the planner, and I can see it from afar off, even though it is kind of higher than I thought. But I love the cover. I'm probably going to add my name to the bottom here using some vinyl just to identify it as my planner. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you have any tips on creating a dashboard, a better dashboard, or even the side panels, I welcome those tips down below in the comments. Don't forget to check out the description if you want to purchase anything. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button to be the first to know when there's a new video posted to this channel. Bye now.